What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? This is Joe here, one half of Moody's Mind. Hope everybody had a great Sunday, great weekend, great Labor Day weekend, because I know I sure as hell did. Uh, if you're here joining me tonight, I want to say thank you. I felt the need after driving a lot of hours to finally get home. I felt the need to come on here and kind of, share my experiences yesterday at Rocklahoma. Um, Super fun, man. I can't tell you how much fun I had. I had the chance to enjoy it with my lovely fiance and my parents, and it was just a blast. I'm tired, I'm pooped, but at the end of the day, um, you got to look past all that and just say that I had such a great time over there in Pryor, Oklahoma. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and kind of give you some insight. I know Moody's Mind hadn't put out anything as of late, and I figured why not just jump on here and give a little video about how everything went down. So if you have any questions, if you're joining me, I know it's late. We got to get ready for work tomorrow. We were off today for Labor Day, and we've got to start it all back up tomorrow. But if you're up with me and you want to chat, throw some comments in. What's up, my bro? What's up, Pat? Thanks for joining, bro. Man, I can't wait to talk to you, man. I got some fun stuff to talk about music-wise, man. My honey's in the house. Hey, honey. She's tired too. So now I just uploaded a bunch of crap. Uploaded some photos, and I kind of just wanted to go through each ones and see if I can kind of express my thoughts on all of them. So for me, day three of Rocklahoma. For those who don't know, Rocklahoma is a festival. I believe it starts. I think it's 4 days. So you got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? There's a lot going on. Of the days, the day that looked the most intriguing to me, and not only myself, but my mom, was the last day, which was Sunday, yesterday. Um, for all those who know me, I love Corey Taylor. I love, Slipknot. I love Stone Sour. I love his solo stuff. So he was the third headliner yesterday. And then you had Mr. Rob Zombie. And then closing out the festival festivities was Pantera. There's a lot of mixed feelings about this Pantera tour, and the fact that Vinny wasn't there and Dimebag and all that stuff. But I kind of elaborate on how great I think they did in terms of the show. So for me, those were the three big names that really stood out to me as to why we wanted to kind of make the trip up there and watch them. And I know my mom is a big metalhead, and she's the reason why I got into all this. I knew that she was gonna really love this trip, and not only that, my stepdad, and they're getting older, and I couldn't, I was so happy to just have them with me, and of course, MB have her with me as well. So it was really fun, and it was kind of intimidating because when you take on a challenge like that to go to a big old festival, it's kind of intimidating because there's a lot of people. It was hot. I wanted to make sure my parents were comfortable. At the same time, I also wanted to try and enjoy myself. So it was a lot that I was juggling in terms of all that stuff. So to kind of stay on track here, I'm just going to cut to the chase of the bands that I really wanted to see and I got to see for that day. I was surprised by a band called Mammoth. Uh, WVH, I believe it's Wolfgang Van Halen, the son of Eddie Van Halen. He had his band or what have you. Man, they rocked out and they fucking killed it. I don't know if I uploaded a photo of him, but man, that dude, he can sing. He shreds on the guitar. I mean, I can't tell you how impressed I was with that guy's performance. Check him out. So this is what he looks like. So, man, we were just chilling, whatever, and then they were playing, and he was singing, and I believe he had a new album just came out about a month ago, and he was singing and he was shredding, man. And I'm looking at him, be like, do you hear this shit? Like, this dude is freaking amazing. So for all those who don't know him or know his solo stuff, go check it out, man. It's Wolfgang Van Halen. I guess the band is called Mammoth, if I'm not mistaken. So it's Mammoth, WVH. So yeah, Patty even agrees. Wolfie kicks ass. Yes, he fucking does, man. I knew he played because I believe he played around with is it Alter Bridge or Tremonti? I can't remember, but I know he filled in some pretty big shoes And that dude is he's fucking amazing. He's the future of rock and roll, man. In my opinion, that dude is fucking amazing. So if you haven't heard of Mammoth or whatever, go see him live or buy his new shit and give him some love, man. He deserves it. Well deserved. Let's see here. We got another comment in the house. Oh my honey, he was shredding. Loved it. Yes, he absolutely was. So not only that, he was kind of the major surprise. And then, we had some other bands like was it Mothica? That band was all right. I believe the lead singer, she was from Oklahoma. And of course Filter. We heard Filter on Sunday. They had some good stuff. Everybody who knows Filter. But everybody knows I was there for me primarily to see Corey because he's promoting his new CMF2 solo album. Um, and I love, like I said already, I love all his shit. I love the first solo album. I can't wait for the second one. The two singles that have already released are fucking amazing. Let me see what his fucking. I can't remember the names of those songs because I'm still in the process of learning them. I know the newest one was Toxic. That's a great single. Let me see what else he's got. And let me see. Toxic, Post Traumatic Blues, and Beyond. I think Beyond was the first release. So those three songs already are freaking killing it on the charts. So I can't wait for the album. I believe it drops coming up soon, September 15th. Okay, damn, the 15th. So, hey, about a week and a half, we get the whole new album from CMF2 from Corey Taylor. So that's kind of the main reason I wanted to go, of course. So when we got there, it was still like it had been overcast all day. And then right when Corey was gonna come out, the fucking clouds dissipated, and then it got fucking hot and bright, and it was brutal as hell to say the least. So let me see if I have any photos. So I believe the show started off with him playing an original song from 2002 from the first Stone Sour album, and I was just fucking head over heels. Like anything original album from Stone Sour, I'm telling you, I just lost my shit. I was like, holy fucking shit. And then there was a lot of young kids in the crowd. I was kind of like disappointed because a lot of the kids didn't know, some of the music, and they were just there and doing stuff they weren't supposed to do. You get what I'm saying? But for the most part, it was really chill, man. Do I have any photos of Corey? So here's Corey right here. So he started off wearing a T-shirt. I think that's a Zombie 2 shirt. For all those zombie fans out there. Um, and he started out wearing a shirt, and that didn't last very long because it was really, really, really hot outside. I thought I had a photo of him taking it off. So there you go. So maybe a song into the set, he took the shirt off, and this dude instantly started getting red. Like instantly. Like the dude was burning up there, man. Um, there you go. He played bass in Tremonti for Wolfgang. That's right. That's right, Patty. You're right, brother. From Ashes. What? From Ashes to New and Brooklyn Love were good. There you go, Lovey. Hey, Patty's showing some love, MB. So yeah, so he took his shirt off quick and he was burning up and he was like, yeah, my Irish ass is dying up here. So he was drinking a lot of water. He was wearing the shades, taking off his shades, and it looked kind of rough for Corey. I ain't gonna lie, it looked a little rough for my guy. Um, let's see what else we got here. So that's him when he first came on stage. And he came out looking cool with the shirt on and the glasses, but all that shit came off quick, boy. Let me tell you. So he put on a great show. He played it kind of, in my opinion, I think he played a very short set. I don't remember how many songs. I felt like he only played like honestly like 5 or 6 songs in my opinion. I can't remember, but yeah, he played the first song that he played. I think one of the new Post Traumatic Blues. I think he played. He played 2 Slipknot songs, which I was like, wow, okay. I think he played. Yeah, he played 2 Slipknot songs. He played a couple other songs. Honestly, I think he played maybe 6 or 7 songs only. So he didn't play that many. So, but I mean, as usual, the band brought it. Christian Martucci, he killed it. I love Corey's solo band. Those guys always put on a good show, man. So they were awesome. A little short lived, but I mean, I know it's just in promotion of the new album. So, they kind of had to take a back seat to the bigger names, of course, Rob and Pantera. So, shout out to Corey and the band, and I can't wait to hear the new album. So, if y'all haven't heard the new singles, man, go check them out. They're fucking fire. in my opinion. Who we got? We got another comment in his house. She said, "Yeah, it was a lot of Stone Sour, but I love Stone Sour." Yeah, it was a lot of Stone Sour. It wasn't that much. I can't remember how many songs it was there, but it wasn't that many. But definitely want to see more Corey. You bet your butt. You bet your butt, honey. More Corey. More Corey. All right. So Corey Taylor finished, and then in between the shows, it was about an hour break in between. So if you were hungry or thirsty, you had to go get yourself a drink, come back, and then get your spaces before the next show. So next up was the one and only Rob Zombie. Rob Mother Sucking Zombie. Now, when it came to Rob, we all know it's about the theatrics because we know the music. We love the music. Rob isn't the best singer in the world, but he's one of the best showmen in the world. He is very artistic. He's very creative. He's got a very creative mind. So when it comes to going to a zombie show, you know what you're going to get in terms of the theatrics, right? And this show, it did not disappoint. Not one bit. It did not. I was trying to tell MB, I was like, check this shit out. Just check it out. And it was just lights. And I took some pictures. I don't think the quality of it was pretty good, but here's a couple of the photos that we got from the stage. Here it is. I believe this is from Dragula. This was the end, towards the end. So I'm just kind of showing some snapshots of what we took. And sorry for the poor image. Here, let me see. Oh, let me get rid of the comment. My fault, folks. Let's go back here. So yeah, Dragula rocked ass. Along with all of the songs, the music videos themselves were playing in the background. So here you go. See him up on that, whatever the hell that thing is. Let's see what we got next. Living Dead Girl. That one was dope. Dude, that was dope. And this was MB. She got a photo of Rob in midair. Check him out. He got some pretty good hang time on that. He jumped pretty high, and for his energy level was really high this time around. Like I've seen Rob in the past, and I don't know what it is about Oklahoma, but homeboy was hyped. He was not bad for a 50-something-year-old dude. So he was hyped, man. And this is one of his other players in the band. Not too bad. Where we at? And you can see the stage colors was changing. He lost all that stuff and he put on a backwards hat. And that's him on one of the big screens. Yeah, Rob was on one, man. Look at all this shit on the stage. Got a big ass robot looking thing. You have God knows, this looks like the video from Lords of Salem. That looks really cool. Some more weirdness. Some fucking whatever that is, foam, or I don't know what the hell that is. Let's see. How was Mike Riggs in place? He was pretty good there, Pat. Mike Riggs, he killed it. He was really good. Really good, my friend. Mid jump, son. That's so cool. Look at that. So there's Rob again in his weird ass outfits. And I'm telling you, for every song, it seemed like a totally different set for every freaking song. So it was changing like crazy. I think this is the last Rob photo. And they even did a promo. I believe it's going to be the 20th. Is it the 20th year anniversary of House of a Thousand Corpses? I guess it's going to be like a Fathom event thing. So they're going to be showing it in some select theaters in October. So if you guys are interested, I know I am. I think I researched it through the Fathom events. I think they're only showing in Regal theaters, if I remember correctly. So check that out. So if you're a big fan of House of a Thousand Corpses like I am, they're going to be putting it back on the big screen for the 20th anniversary. And for us here locally in San Antonio, it's going to be at the Regal theaters. I know we got Northwoods, we got one off of Pat Booker, Live Oak, and then we have some other Regal ones. So check it out, man. If you're down with that stuff, man, you can get tickets now, and they're pretty cheap. So yeah, Rob killed it, amazing. Not bad for an older fella. And he still holds that top billet name. He's still, and I think he's currently still on tour with Alice Cooper. So he's doing his thing with Alice. So he took a break with that from Alice to join the festival. So he's going to be back on tour. So check out your tour dates. If you're fans of Alice Cooper and Rob Zombie, check them out because they could be possibly coming to a town near you. They could be. So we got some comments in the house. Let's see what we got. Check these out real quick, everybody. Is he Rob put on a great show, super entertaining. Yeah, he did, mama. Hey, Brady. What's up, Bubba? Well. Good evening, Moody's Mind. Looking good after your weekend. Hey, my guy. Thank you for joining, man. Yeah, I figured jump on here. I'm tired. I'm not gonna lie. But we're here. We're here doing it, and it's Labor Day, and I said, you know what? Let's do it. It's nothing to it but to do it. Thanks for joining, my guy. Miss y'all. So let's see. And hope everything's okay, by the way. Hope everything's good. I didn't even put this up. Episode 12, Rocklahoma, baby. Yeah, Rocklahoma, yeah. What we got? Another comment. Oh, MB. Hi, Brett. That's in her voice. Hi, Brett. All right. So where were we? Oh, Brett says, hi, MB. All right, so what's next? Who's next? All right, so now getting to the big enchilada. All right, here we go. Show you. Oh, that's not the photo. My bad. Here it is. So all the wait, all the anticipation, right? We finally get to this point, right? So we drive the 8 hours to get there. We stay in a hotel. We get ready. We drive the 45 minutes to the venue. We park. We walk all the way in. We find a spot. We're in the heat for almost 8 or 9, 10 hours. And finally, we get to this point where we get to see the one and only Pantera. Not the original, but the reunion or the whatever the hell you want to call it, Pantera version, right? So we get there and all the anticipation is happening. Everybody's excited. There's like a little buzz in the crowd, right? Like everybody's just super stoked and they can't wait. And what you end up seeing, let me see real quick. We got to go a couple things. Brett says Zombie puts on. Hell yeah, he does, my friend. How are you doing with No Shopping November? Not too good. Collectible wise, I'm doing okay. But when it comes to, I don't know if I can hold out. You remember the bet from Seinfeld there, Pat? I know you know what I'm talking about. The bet. I don't know how long I can hang out, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I think you know what? We should all make that bet from the Seinfeld. And you know what I'm talking about, Pat. That's too funny. Oh my god. Ha ha ha, Pat. Well, he hasn't bought collectibles yet. There you go, mama. She got my back. Woo! She got my bag. She got my back. I almost dropped honey on Hot Topics website, but when they closed the window. Hey, I do that. You ever do that where you put a bunch of shit in your cart and you're like fucking sitting there just thinking about it, and then dude, that's a very smart move, my guy. Very smart. Very smart. What was that? Oh man. Too good. So all right, so back to my story. So all that anticipation, all that buildup, all that, and we get here, and this is what you see. Oh, look at that sign. Look at that fucking red Pantera. Look how fucking awesome that looks. Look at and everybody knows when you go to these kind of shows for the last, everybody slowly begins to migrate to the very, very front. So it went from, kind of crowded to it turned into a madhouse. So like I said, there was a buzz in the air, and it there was a buzz in the air, and it was crazy. And as soon as before you even knew it, bam, it went off like a missile, bam. And I mean, I can't tell you, Phil. Let me put this out there first and foremost. I'm a fan of Phil Anselmo. I'm a fan of his singing, and that's all I'm going to say about that. During this concert, Phil, his vocals were amazing. Amazing. I can remember seeing concerts of him in the past, and his voice was just gone, and it just didn't sound right. But from start to finish, his screams were awesome. His regular singing voice was awesome. He was there. That man was present, and I feel like they did a hell of a job paying their respects to Dimebag and Vinny. Seriously, like I feel like this. I think they're based on what I saw, the performances by Zach and Rex and Charlie, I believe. They fucking killed it, man. I'm not gonna bullshit, and it was something that I was excited to hear the music, but I didn't realize it was gonna be that heavy. Like it was pungent, man. That shit was heavy. It was just in your face, smacked you in your fucking face, like Pantera always had. Like, let's see, Pat. That's I've done the Brett. Sometimes you get email deal, save money, complete that. Yeah, they even have a Downback Memorial. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you some photos of that. Thanks for that, baby. So so they, golly, man. I am. It was incredible. The concert from start to finish. I mean, they played all the bangers, man. They played Unbroken. Just think of all the major songs. This Love, uh, Cemetery Gates, fucking. During Cemetery Gates, it was kind of they played like an homage to the brothers. Um, Man, they played everything. They played anything that you can think of that was a big song back in the day. It was fantastic, man. God, I didn't want it to end, to be honest. And even, Phil, he was just throwing in screams for no reason, and it sounded good. Zach was, oh my God, Zach Wild was just, he was a madman. I can't even tell you. So I'm hoping that somebody uploads a video. I know there's some videos already out there on YouTube of Pantera's performances, but it changes per venue and the energy levels and everything. So it was something about Oklahoma that made these guys just step it up a level, in my opinion. Because I've gone back and watched their performances on YouTube, and to see it in person, it was like it was on 10. Fucking, it was up there, man. So I usually do like a sushi scale, right? When we review movies, that performance from Pantera that I saw, the whole, as a whole, 10, motherfucking 10. I'm not kidding. So for all those, show love, man. Even if you don't agree with what they're doing and you don't like Phil, you like Phil. It. I think they did a hell of a job paying their respects to the brothers and the Abbott brothers, and I feel like it's alive, man. Pantera is still alive right now, in my opinion. So, man, that was dope, and I couldn't wait to talk about that because I was like, it's fantastic, fantastic, man. So, MB had brought up a good point. So, in the festival grounds, it's pretty fucking massive, right? It's pretty crazy. It was hot. It's a lot of ground to cover, and I did my best to go around the entire. I did the perimeter walk, and I got a good sense of everything, and everybody was in great spirits. And so I took a lot of photos, and I kind of just uploaded them. So I kind of go through them and cover them. So if there's some duplicates, I apologize. But let's go ahead and jump into these first ones that I'm excited about. So for all those who know, Grady Champion, he was the sound man for Dimebag. And I'm a big fan of Grady because they brought him along for this to kind of bring some authenticity to the band, to kind of give the spirit of Dimebag back to the band and to the fans. And I'm a big fan of Grady. So shout out to Grady because I was at the little, I don't know if you call it a memorial because they were kind of selling some things, and I believe Dimebag's wife was there. If I'm not, I'm probably getting this all wrong, but they had a lot of great stuff on display, right? Um, but while I'm looking around and I'm taking pictures and I'm asking questions, I look over and I see the man himself, and there he is. There's Grady right there, man, in the flesh, and I'm not gonna lie, I fanboyed, man. I was like, dude. And he was like, hey, he was real nice, by the way. I was like, oh man, do you mind if I get a photo? I'm a big fan. And he was like, yeah, man, no problem. So I was like, man, can I just be honest with you? I was like, I'm sure you've heard this 1,000 times. I was like, you being here is just like the cherry on top, man. Like you're the icing on the cake. You're the missing piece to everything, man, because you're the closest thing that we can have to Dimebag being here. But in your own right, because he's doing a hell of a job working with Zach and everything like that. But man, I got to take a picture with him, and I was so excited. And this to me made the trip worth it, man. Like, because it was so awesome to meet him. And I got this photo, and I was just cheesing, and you can see me there. Just I was just overjoyed. So to see him while I was walking around, kind of freaking out about all the stuff that I saw there, it was just perfect, man. It was perfect fucking timing. So in this little, I guess, memorial area for Dimebag, had a bunch of his items on display. So you can see here, you got a shirt, you got the shoes, you got the guitar, and a lot of these were in these big cases, and some of them were for sale. So I don't know if they're doing it just to try to make money for the estate or for the why. I don't know, but you can purchase some of these things. I don't know if there's a website or if this is something that they did just because it was in Oklahoma. I don't know, but they had some of these items on sale. And if I was rich, I was gonna fucking buy them, but I'm not rich. But look at that. That's fucking cool. See this next one. Uh, and I believe that's his wife right there. See that? She was talking, and she seemed very nice. So there you go. There's Dimebag. That's kind of what you first see when you first walk in, um, and you're just kind of like in the presence of like just awesomeness, man. Like, and they have like little photos of him actually using the items. Like, oh, it's just too cool, man. And then you can even buy like signed things that he had, um, just stuff everywhere, man, and frames and in great condition, man. Look at that guitar, that amp, man. Man, Pat, if you were there, dude, you would have been just, you'd have been out of your mind. It was like just sensory overload, man. Like it was just too crazy. It was crazy. Let's see, we got some more here. It was so kick ass, man. It was just great. And after it's all said and done, and I felt like I was in the presence of like I don't know, man. It was just surreal, and it was real cool, man. Oh yeah, Zach is a beast. Hell yeah, he is, bro. Still got it, man. That's some, yeah, man. I'm telling you, Pat. It was overwhelming, man. Because like I've been a fan of those guys. They're from Texas, and I remember finding out about them. And my personal favorite song of all time from Pantera is "I'm Broken," and that song means a lot to me. And I don't, I didn't know the early Pantera, but from like this, I guess from Cowboys from Hell on up, that's the Pantera that I know and love. So there's just goddamn some cool shit to fucking witness, man. So cool. All right, so we covered that. Let's see what other photos I have in the mix. In the mix. So let's see what I got here. Corey, we already covered all that. Oh, so I'm just gonna go through some random photos that I took walking around, and let's see what we got here. So this is the from the main entrance, like when you first get to the park and you walk up. This is the little sign that greets you. General GA entrance. Welcome to Rocklahoma. Super sweet. The policies were kind of weird. I liked them, but you had to have clear bags. The ladies can't bring in no alcohol, no drug, no paraphernalia, none of that bad stuff. Duh. They don't do a pat down. They have like this little computer system that kind of scans you and looks for anything. But it really wasn't that bad. I thought security was going to be a pain in the ass, but it really wasn't. It's pretty smooth, just getting in there. So this right here, I took some pictures because I thought this was funny. So this is the tent where all of the merch was at, and fuck me, there's a fucking line out the door. So there's a one-way in and a one-way out, and it's a zigzag line. It's like you're getting on a fucking ride at Six Flags during summer. Like the fucking line was stupid long, right? Oh, Eddie was dope. he was great in between all the different bands. He would come out there and talk and shoot the shit, and he was doing some auctions for charity. So like Corey had like a signed guitar. There was a bunch of signed guitars and signed stuff that Eddie was out there. He was doing auctions. So I got to see Eddie Trunk do auctions. It was fucking cool, man. So Eddie Trunk was dope. Eddie Trunk was the man. It's here. So then this line was for all the merch, and I stood in this hot motherfucking line for like an hour and a half to get some shit. Look at this shit. It's hot, hot, and people stinking and sweaty and just disgusting. But one of the ladies there that was helping with all that, she was very nice. I believe I found out that she was the owner of that whole thing. And I ended up chatting with her, and she was super sweet. And she let me, she said, if there's anything else you want moving forward, she's like, come back and see me, and you don't have to stand in line again. So the second time I went to go see her, she let me cut to the very front of the line and let me buy some more things. And shout out to that lady. I can't remember her name, but she was a dear, sweet lady. And I want to say thank you for not letting me wait in that line a second time around. Oh, man. Let's see what we got. So, shit. So there's a photo of me with my new Corey shirt that I bought from that same fucking merch line. I know it's corny to buy merch and wear it at the show. I don't care. I spend my money and I show support how I like to, damn it. So don't judge me. As you can see, me and MB, I didn't want to get too close in there. I have some claustrophobia issues, but we found a great spot. We had a great line of sight. I think you can see Wolfgang Van Halen in the background rocking out. Look at that. That's a great shot. I didn't notice that till now. So yeah, we was in there. We was ready for prime time. We was rocking. This right here. So this is when you're turning in from the main road to turn into where they have everything set up for Rocklahoma. So you have this awesome sign with the American flag. Look at that. That was dope. Look at you sexy beast. No, it was hot, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I have a suntan line of where my hat is. So right here, like from like about 2 inches above my brow line is dark, and then like the rest of my 3 to 4 inch forehead, it's all white. I got a suntan line on my forehead. Hey, Brett. America. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. And then, I ain't gonna lie, there was a lot of nakedness at this show. I forgot to mention that. Okay. At Rocklahoma, it's hot. At Rocklahoma, there's a lot of people. And remember, this is a festival. So there was a lot of nakedness going on around here. Pat, you would have been in heaven. Brett, you would have been like, oh, Lord. Because there was some people wearing clothes, not wearing clothes. There was people, and bless them, big, small, skinny, tall, round, fat, doesn't matter. A lot of people like that were not wearing clothes. Hi. You're going to show them? You're going to show them? All right, we're going to have a little guest surprise. Hold on, baby. Let me see where I'm at. So on our way back, and let me just kind of step aside. On the way back from Dallas, we picked up another family member. Check him out. Come on in.
This is Saki.
So everybody knows we have Sushi. She's our black female cat. And now we have this guy, Saki. Look at him. Look at them big old paws. Look at that. Dang, look at them paws. Boy, what's up, boy? So Sushi's not happy right now. She's been hissing at everybody. Like, she's not happy, but she'll get over it. She'll have to. You say hi to everybody? Huh? It's okay, Bubba. All right, so everybody, you get to meet Saki. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Meow. Meow. Get the hell out of here. Meow. All right. We got some comments in his house. Love nudity. It's my favorite. Hey, birthday suit. Ooh. Beautiful cut. He's got some. It's kind of cool. Like the back of him, he has like 3 claws, like stripes straight down the back. It's really dope. Oh, so while I was in that line, I forgot to mention this quick little story. In the merch line, I'm just there minding my own business, and I hear these older ladies talking behind me, right? And so I'm just there on my phone killing time, and these ladies say, "Man, It is great to stand behind somebody who doesn't smell like ass. And I was like, I'm on my phone and I'm just like giggling, like, and I turn around and they're like, "Oh, we're talking about you." They're like, "We're so happy you don't stink. Thank you for taking the time to wash yourself." I'm like, "Oh, dear, my pleasure." And that was so funny. They got me laughing. Some people just have some great senses of humor. Oh, that's so funny. Nice. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There's my pat. There's my pat. Um, so yeah, so that was funny. That's what happened in that merch line. That's super funny. So I was bummed because I wear hats. I like to wear backwards hats and stuff like that. I'm very picky about hats, but when I was in that merch line, I didn't find anything hat wise that kind of piqued my interest. So then I was getting a drink at one of the bars. I was getting some waters and some stuff, and I saw one of the girls there. This is the hat that she had. Look at that hat. Isn't that hat amazing? Rocklahoma, Pryor, Oklahoma, 2023. Come to find out that hat sold out in a day. So they sold out of them bitches on a Friday. So we didn't get there till Sunday. So I asked her, I was like, "Hey, how much for that hat?" And she's like, "No." I was like, "Name your price. I'll buy it off of you right now." And she's like, "No, I don't want to sell it." I was like, "They're at the thing." I'm like, "No, they're sold out." She's like, "No, now I really don't want to sell it to you." So I missed out. This is the one piece of memorabilia that I wish I got from the festival, and I didn't get it. So what a bummer! What a bummer! Let's see. Oh yeah. I got heat for this photo too. I got heat. Um, I would have been I would have been people watching the entire time of the show. Did you find? So no, nobody. I didn't see anybody pass out. I did see somebody who had cramps. Like I saw a girl. She was on the ground, and I guess she started cramping, and they kind of went to assist her and everything. But nobody. They had water stations everywhere. Um, they were actually very smart at the bars. They were policing everybody and making sure everybody was getting waters when they were getting drinks and everything. So I got to give credit to Rocklahoma. They really did a great job keeping a track of everybody, make sure they stay hydrated, and they had a lot of shaded areas as well. Shout out to Rocklahoma. They got their shit down to a science. They got it down to a science. So they did a great job. Yeah, that's what I said. I. Sorry, honey. Hey, neighborino. What's up? What's up? What's up? I mean, I fell asleep between Rob Zombie and Pantera. I was exhausted. It was hot and past my bed. Oh, my honey. She hung in there the best she could. But she's just not cut out for that rock and roll lifestyle, honey. She's just not it. But it's okay. Oh, good. Yeah, so they kept everybody hydrated there, Brady. So So that was dope. So then they had this area. Let me see if I can like the intro of it. What does it look like? So they had this area here, which was cool. I guess it was Zen Zone or ZYN Zone or whatever the hell that is. So this area it was free to everybody, and you can walk in there and walk up to the top, and you have a bird's eye view of the entire festival of all the different stages. I don't know how many. I think there was like 3 or 4 different stages, if I'm not mistaken. So I took the time to walk my fat butt all the way up there. Let's see. Let me go down. Mike and I are watching you in the man cave. Hey, thanks for joining, Mike. Appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for joining. I appreciate y'all. That's cool. So we go like that. Bam. So let's see. So yeah, I in between. I don't know if it was in between. Was in between Corey and Rob or Rob and Pantera. I don't remember. I made the walk over here. So then I got some pretty good shots. So let's see if I can find them. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Bam. So here's one of the shots. So this kind of gives you an idea of how big the grounds are. And this is the entrance area right here. This is more of the entrance front area. So that's all the parking in the front. And then to the left of that is the campgrounds where everybody's camping. They camped out there. Check that out. Look at the beautiful. And it was overcast for the most of the day. right before Corey went out. Let's see what's next. Yeah. So this is again okay. So when we first got there, that Jack Daniels tent right there. As soon as you walk in there, they have a bar and a bunch of, you can just pop up your chairs and have a seat and you can listen. So the main, I think the stage was called the Renegade stage. I think that was the main stage or the Freedom stage. Fuck it, I don't remember. So the main stage where Corey, Rob, and Pantera were playing was straight in front of that Jack Daniels tent. Not to the left, to the right of that. So it was a great spot to be. And there you go. So there's the other view. So you got the Jack Daniels tent where we first started, and then in the front you got the little area where they have all the sound guys and all that, and then in the front is that main stage. He said, I think they said something like 30 to 40,000 people were there. Wow, awesome, babe. Freedom stage was, there you go, Freedom stage. So Freedom stage was the main one, and then Renegade was kind of when you first got there, it was to the left. There you go, honey. Thank you, honey, for that. All right. And then a couple more photos from this Zen zone or whatever the hell. So it started out kind of light, as you can see. And as the day, of course, progressed, it started getting more packed and crazy. All that was filled up by the time Pantera came on. It's crazy. And it was actually really breezy up there. So next time, shit, if we come to this, I would say this. I want to pop my chair up here and just enjoy the seat, enjoy the air, enjoy the fresh air. And that's a back shot of the Rocklahoma sign. That was a great photo op for everybody in the front of the entrance area. Super cool. Again, the main stage. So pretty much it was like one big ass circle. So you have those white tents in the back or vendors. You had more tents to the right, more tents to the right, to the left of the Jack Daniels. They had a little promo spot for what is that, Monster Energy drink. So they were giving out samples. A bunch of vendors. I went around. I got some T-shirts. I got some jewelry. I got some, just pretty much a good handful of things that you would typically find at a festival. So it was real dope. Real dope. I wonder where the park. That was a lot of parking, and it was well organized too. Like the parking was really good in terms of it was sectioned off really well, so every car had a chance to get out nice and even, and they weren't just bunched up. So the parking was even legit. Like I'm telling you, Rocklahoma's got their shit on point, man. They're really good. And that's the last one to this. So I'm a big fan of like, you know, sunsets and shit like that. Call me sentimental. But look at that shot right there. Yeah, the sun was setting and it just looked like heaven, doesn't it? Looks like straight heaven. Yeah, and this probably is one of my favorite, if not my favorite photo from that night. Like, to me, I find peace in images like this. Like, in a crazy world that we live in, I think this is the most beautiful thing. And things like this we take for granted from time to time. And this is an amazing shot. People are just there as a collective trying to have a good time and enjoy life. And there's beauty personified in my opinion. So that's great, man. All right. So I don't know what else photos. So I think I did a deep dive. And there's Eddie Trunk right there. Eddie Trunk, my guy. I did a deep dive on everybody's Instagram. So like Rob, Pantera, Corey, and whatnot. And I think these are some of the last photos that I'm going to go over. I think I kind of covered the majority of everything. So then here is a photo of, you got Rob and Phil together. I believe I pulled this from Rob's Instagram account. You see two metal titans hanging out, having a photo together. Rob Zombie, Phil Anselmo. I mean, golly, those guys have been in the mix for many, 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 many years. So it's kind of cool to see them together for this moment. Despite what you feel about one or the other, doesn't matter. This was from the Rocklahoma Instagram page, if I'm not mistaken. So this was when Pantera was playing. Look at this sea of people. Look at this stuff. Man, look at that. Insane. Insane. So you got the front stage to the left, right? We were, well, a little bit to the left of that. But look how big that was. It was off the chain. It was amazing. All the campgrounds are in the far back to the left. You see all that? All the lit up lights in the back, all that stuff is where the campgrounds are. And then this is how the night ended. Amazing. It was amazing. And then not only that, leaving the venue was cake too. Like I probably spent more time trying to leave the fucking Alamo Dome or the AT&T Center here in San Antonio than I did trying to leave this place. It was well organized. Very well organized. Oh, thanks, honey. So let's see. We got a couple of Instagram photos. That's Zach shredding like Zach does. Look at my boy, the shredder. Look at him. Damn, that's a good shot. Phil. So this guy, man, I'm telling you, this dude shows up in some shorts, cutoff shirt, and some slides. And at midway through the show, he takes them off, so he's performing barefoot. He's a weirdo, man. I think he's either. And then after every song, he'd be like, "Thank you." Like no enthusiasm, whatever. He's just Phil. Phil being Phil, and he is what he is. And but God dog it, he was singing his ass off. He was fucking amazing. Hey, hi, Mama. Is that my mom? Hey, guys. Hey, Brett. Hey, Pat. I believe this is my mom. She's on here. Thanks for joining, Mom. That is too funny. Love my mom. Love my mom. That's awesome. All right, so what we got next? Oh, so this is Zach. More from Zach rocking out. Look at that guitar. That's killer. Damn. Is he? And B said, "Hi, Mom." And then Pat said, "Mama Moody." That's right. Too cool. Thanks for joining, Mom. Let's see what we got. What's next? Oh, there's my boy Rex. It's my boy. That's my boy. He was cool, man. That guy, he doesn't get a lot of credit, but homeboy is the shit. He was killing it. His backup vocals were amazing. Man, I can't really even tell you. He was great. The guy doesn't fucking age. Rex is Rex. He was still killing it. Let's see. My mom, hi. She's not really good with the technology, guys. So yeah, that's hi. So Rex was killing it. Let's see. Of course, Phil doing Phil movements. Yeah. Everybody knows what that is. There's my boy Rob. Look at Rob. Man, that's a good shot. Him and those damn bell bottom pants. I don't know what it is. Need to update them 2023 style. Needs to wear some skinny jeans. Not that bell bottom crap. Look at that. Rob being Rob. Amazing. Another Instagram photo. My boy Corey Taylor rocking the Pumas. I was kind of surprised to see him rock the Pumas because he's been I kind of watch his shoe game. He's been rocking some Nikes lately. He's been wearing some Dunks and some some Jordan 1s, but he opted in for the Pumas this time around. I'm very surprised by that. Very surprised. I guess a little pre-show thoughts. There's my boy Corey. Zombie 2 shirt. That's a pretty badass shirt, to be honest with you. That's pretty cool. Let's see what else we got. And this is Rob saying au revoir, mother suckers. The one and only. Oy. And that is my experience at Rocklahoma 2023. And it's hard to put into words how grateful I am to be able to do this and do it with the ones that I love. Family is family. You may not always agree and everything, but I'm just so happy that I have my mom and my stepdad and my fiance, and I was able to enjoy this time with them. Um, so from the bottom of my heart, thank y'all for going with me, and I'm really happy that we had a good time. Um, and shout out to the people who organize and run Rocklahoma. Um, I can't tell you how appreciative I was of that place. The facility was really well organized. The restrooms were great. Parking was nothing of a big deal. It was a great time. So shout out to Rocklahoma, and hopefully we get to do it again next year. Yeah. So with that all being said, um, I'm going to conclude this episode 12 of Moody's Mind because, damn, I didn't realize I was going to go on for almost an hour because I got to go to work tomorrow. And tomorrow is the start of a new work week. For all those busy folks out there, I know y'all are tired like I am. And I hope that y'all had a great Labor Day weekend because I know I did. And get some rest. And, we'll see y'all. Oh, no, hold on. Quick plug. Quick plug. I believe we're doing a watch along tomorrow. Me, Brett, and Pat from that horror movie podcast. We're doing a watch along of Men at Work. So check it out online. Go to that Halloween movie collector. Go to Pat's page, either on Instagram or on YouTube. Subscribe to both, and you'll be able to find us to do the watch along tomorrow. And then we typically do the podcast on Sundays. So we just didn't do one yesterday because it was Labor Day weekend and I was out of town and Brett and we're all busy doing stuff and everything. And then we got age 45 coming up. For those out there who know, you know. Okay, I'm not gonna waste time talking about age 45 because we talk about that stuff already enough. So I can't wait. That we're getting the days getting closer to us all hanging out together. So I can't wait for that. So tomorrow, check out the watch along for the Men at Work. So get on there. And if you don't do that, then that is just straight ass cheeks. Okay. So you need to get on there and watch along with us and have a good time and don't be a pansy. Just do it. That's all you gotta do. Just do it. So yeah, check out us. Check the fellas out. And I'm gonna go eat me maybe a PB and J. Play with my new kitty for a little bit, and then get some Z's. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you. If you are sticking around, just chatting, thank you for the guys for showing up. Thank you, Neighborino. Thank you, Honey. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, everybody who came on. And I will talk to you later.